Hello, hello. How are you doing today? So, I was very excited to hear that a Primark store was coming to my area. Primark is apparently very popular in England. Apparently, there's locations in Canada. There was a location in Maryland, but it's like at least an hour and a half away from me, and it's not as big as the Primark that had opened in Tyson's Corner Center. Now, Tyson's Corner is in a section of Northern Virginia. There's like a little corner of Northern Virginia that's part of where the DC Beltway that goes around Maryland and Virginia, and then encompasses the DC, kind of like a diamond. That's the DC area. And I live kind of like northwest of the Beltway and in Maryland, and of that diamond. And Northern Virginia, sort of like, kind of like the, what would you call, the southwest corner. So you have to go from down, around, and then down to get to where Tyson's Corner is from where we live. But anyway, I was really excited to hear about it because it's still a pretty easy trip, although there is some traffic even on a weekday in the middle of the day. And then there's construction. They've been doing a lot of construction to the highway and stuff like that. Oh, and yeah, before I get started, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified of other videos that I post and when I post new content. Okay, so anyway, I was excited. I saw online that an influencer, a local influencer, had gone to the opening day of Primark, and she said that there was 2 levels. I wish I had taken note of her name. I wish I'd been better and taken note of her name, but unfortunately I didn't. But shout out to her, because she was saying how the Primark and showed it was 2 levels, and it had a huge variety, including beauty of fashions and men and women and kids, as well as a big beauty section and accessories and so forth. Within that same week, and it must have been just kind of like my algorithm in general, I saw another local creator's video about a certain particular coffee shop, and then I made making a video about that coffee shop, and it's just a cute little short little thing. What I think I'm gonna do is I have a bunch of short videos that I may post here as shorts, or I may post like 4 or 5 of them, put them together into a little longer form, not as long as like some of these try-ons or some of these hauls. But anyway, we had this content creator who went to this coffee shop there. I guess it's a Middle Eastern based owned coffee shop, and certain flavors of the Middle East and traditions in the Middle East. And I always like trying different kinds of foods in different areas, especially Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, European, African, those kinds of things, and as well as Southeast Asia, Indian, Pakistan, all those types of restaurants. I really enjoy the foods. So I was excited to try it. So we also combined the trip to Primark with going to this particular coffee shop that's also in Tyson's Corner, and everything, a lot of things that are like pistachio flavored. They use, I guess, a lot of pistachio. I guess there's like a flavored syrup or pistachio green flavoring syrup pistachio. They put on top of cheesecake, and they put on top of other desserts, as well as in the coffee. And my husband got a different type of flavor, a different kind of more of a plain latte, but like a little nutty, warm nutty flavor. In mine, he got the pistachio cheesecake. I got the slice of pistachio cheesecake too, as well as I got the pistachio latte that they talked about in the video. And everything was good. We were really happy about it. So like I said, I'm going to post a video about that. So yeah, we did that, and then luckily thank God was in this, we didn't have too far to walk, on the way to finding where the Primark store was. And I had heard that how stores in the UK are much more generous to, even though the sizing the numbers run smaller, Like a size 7 shoe in the UK is a 9 in the US, or a size 6 shoe in the UK is an 8 in the US. A size 5 shoe in the UK is a size was it 7 in the UK. So, so the numbers are off, or in USA. Okay, so they'll have smaller numbers to a bigger size here. Okay, so at first I was a little thrown off because I was looking for, when I would pick, I was like, wow, how come I don't find anything bigger? And I was going by the first number because here in the US, our labels will often say, will go left to right. USA will be, let's say, I'm between a size 7 and 8 shoe, right? So sometimes 7, 7.5, 8. Okay, so a lot of times I'll grab a 7 to try on. And then the label on the right will have a UK size, which I never even paid attention to, right? So here I go in this store, Primark, where the shoe size says 7 on the left-hand size, and then it's actually 9 on the right hand. And what I didn't know, so I'm seeing 7s, I'm seeing 8s, but nothing goes above 8. I'm like, where's the 9 or 10? Because sometimes there's some shoes that run so narrow that I might go for an 8, or some shoes will run even narrow. It might be a little big at the back, but I'll still sometimes try on a 9, whatever. So nothing went on above, and I'm like, what is going on here? And as it turned out, there was 8 on one side, 8 on the British side, 10 on the American side. So then I was like, oh, okay, I need to go down and follow from the 10s to the 9s to the 8s to the 7s, 6s, all the way following the right side label. Now I hurt my thumb, so I have a Band-Aid on my thumb, but don't pay attention to that. So anyway, so that was a big thing. They had a great shoe department. A lot of the shoes are very, very cushioned. They had tons of on-trend styles. I'm looking for a pair of black pumps. looking for a pair of black pumps, which I have not been able to find right now because for whatever reason, at least in these types of stores, because like Forever 21, and a lot of times they have a lot of sandal season, and going by what trend, the heels are super chunky with some trends, and then other times you'll see a narrow heel, but it'll be like a kitten heel. I'm looking for a tall, long, high, narrow heel with a pump, and I'll probably find them in the fall. But anyway, I was looking for those, and just looking in general. They had a huge selection, of course, as many stores right now is, I think they know their audience. They know that people are shopping. There's a lot of people, Gen Z, millennials, even tail end of Gen X's, who just love, whether it's Mickey Mouse, Pokemon, Hello Kitty, different characters. There were even Warner Brothers, Tweety, and stuff like that. I was like, wow, I haven't seen Tweety in a long time. So a lot of Disney, Lilo and Stitch, Beauty and the Beast. There was Barbie stuff. There was I'd say the whole front half of the area of the front of women's stuff was like character-based stuff. And then on the other side was very, very summery. Then I got to the middle. The middle was beauty products. Very, very affordable beauty products. And I had seen hauls of people doing beauty hauls that had shown how affordable the products were, and also then later doing a video with the makeup and saying that how good quality the makeup was for this really affordable price. And the skincare sometimes are dupes for other high-end items. So I had to hit that. Then that's when I went to the shoe section and saw the variation of the sizes in the shoes, but unbelievable. Flats, wedges, heels, strappy sandals, loafers, anything you ever needed for whether it's like career, back to school, wedding, summer wedding. They had beautiful, lovely metallic sandal. If you're going to like a high-end wedding right now, black tie wedding, there's tons of gorgeous things. Okay, then after that, they had tons of belts and it was because the store just opened. Usually I have a tough time finding belts, and because a lot of times people don't have things in plus sizes go really quickly. And so, or even at the larges and XLs, they go really, really quickly. Since the store just opened, everything was new. Basically, it's called getting there. I was like there early, with the slang, as they would say, I'm so glad to get here early, and I got there early enough to get my hands on things. And they had purses, lots of nice handbags, beautiful quality wallets and handbags that were like, I would say, they look like affordable dupes for high-end like Hermes or not Louis Vuitton, but the Coach and things, but not the Coach with the C's, but the Coach with just the plain leather, really classic, lots of classic looking leather bags, as well as some of the things that have like the weaves and the things that are very popular in the summer. And okay, so then there was a whole other section that was dresses and career looking clothes and suits, very beautiful fabrics of just like, even say you feel a t-shirt felt fabulous. Then they had sweats and they had jeans. I got a little bit of everything in this haul. Then they had a downstairs that had a huge kids section, a huge lingerie section of women's lingerie, which I didn't even delve into because I just recently bought a lot of new things in that way. And then then they had tons of kids, boys, girls, little girls dresses, fancy dresses, then a big men's section. I was able to get my husband to buy one. Now, my husband was not that into a lot. He's not, a lot of the clothes, I would say, are very on trend and trendy, and he doesn't really go for a lot of trendy stuff. He said they were a little too metro for him, but he did see, and they had men's dress shoes. Of course, they, granted, the shoes are not the highest quality. This is not like high-end $500 shoes. But the one thing is that the shoes were very affordable. They had several different styles of men's dress shoes, as well as casual shoes, slides, everything. Everything had a cushion. And I noticed that with the women's shoes. Everything had a really nice cushion on the inside. So, men, if you find that your dress shoes are hard, I know most men's dress shoes are hard as rocks, okay? And I know I have a lot of guys watching here. If your dress shoes are hard on the sole and you aren't getting the support that you have when you're wearing sneakers, okay, where you feel really cushioned when you're working out, these dress shoes they had, granted, were they most of them I'd say vegan or what do you call pleather, okay, but they had nice soles. They had some that were thinner. They had some that were thicker. They were very nice shoes. I was impressed. And then even the sneaker selection, okay, granted, they were just like, what I would call lower fakes for dupes for, name brands. This is nothing here in Primark is any name brand, okay, with the exception of the things that had like, say, Spider-Man pajamas or a Barbie t-shirt or a Lilo and Stitch, something that they had like a brand collab with, okay? So anyway, I just want to give you all an overview, but they still had like basics, men's t-shirts, underwear. This was basically like, I would call a department store. But, and it's been compared to Forever 21, but I would say, for one thing, it had a broader range of styles appealing to a broader age range, okay? It had a broader range of sizes, including, like, it didn't go up to big and tall or pluses, but because, I would say, the cut of the fabrics, the cut of everything was very generous. The XL belt, which usually I'm an XL, was almost too long for me. I had to go down to L's, okay? I bought belts. I bought a pair of jeans. I'm going to show you everything. But I just want to give you all a good basic overview for what kinds of stuff I was able to buy. So I bought a little bit of everything, makeup, the whole 9 yards. Okay, first things first, I'm going to just go with, okay, I got some hair things, really cute little hair clips. I'm so glad these types of clips have come back in. They're really helpful, especially if you're growing out a section of your hair, growing out bangs, and you just want to have clip a little bit back or do multiple clips. I'm hoping that little clip look comes back with that was a fun look, and it was really great. And I still have a few, but it's really nice to get a good match set. $3, okay? So My husband did buy a pair of slides, you know, the kind that just have the little strap over, and they were $10, so he took them out already. Okay, belts. Okay, let's talk belts. I needed a black belt because I had one black belt that has seen better days, and this was $4. Okay, it has the gold here. It has the tab here, and this was a size L. Nice black belt. Okay, I also got one in silver because often I change up my jewelry, whether it's gold or silver, and I like to have that. And it had $4, or this one was $6.50. This one was $4. Okay, and this had a bigger. But for these prices, to be able to have a nice, feels like leather, and it's just like a really nice quality belt. And like I said, I only had one belt that fit me because I had gained, weight for so long, and I had one belt that did fit, and I've worn that belt from all the way from the middle, from the first hole, all the way down to the second, all the way down to the last hole, because I've lost weight. And now those holes are just worn out. So I knew, I always need a couple of black belts, and I like mixing up the jewelry. And so I got, always have one as a backup, okay? So if one wears out. So then here, I have all those, I've done now those hauls with, or those try-ons with the white, all those summer dresses. And one thing that I feel like I need when I wear a lot of them are some pastel belts and pale belts. They had them in every color, and I was able to get them. These were $4.50. A small white one for some of those light white dresses or pale dresses, as well as a beige one. Now I usually don't do this, don't do belts in this color. But to be able to find them, and now I can belt, if I want to belt some of those other dresses that I want to kind of cinch the waist a little bit, I'm not wearing a big heavy, the one big heavy black belt that I had, or like these, and I have a smaller one, so it's not as like big, as bulky on one of those dresses to mess up the line of the dresses, but I still would get the waist definition. So I like that they were little small, and they also had this in like this white, it's like kind of ivory with also like a mauve, but I don't have that many mauve things, so I got these two. So that is, and then I went to the other side, and you know me, how I love bling. I just thought this was really pretty. This would go with that black dress that I did, that try-on haul, whatever, try-on dress that I wore, just that silver chain, and I have a few other simple dresses that I thought this would be really, really pretty, and with this, and this one was $9, but, it was just like, when you can find it in your size, it's so rare to find it in my size for L. Like I said, this was L. Like I said, usually the L's and XLs go quick. Plus size girls, we have to grab what we can when we see it. And I just think it's stunning, and I can wear this also wear it with jeans, or just, some just pretty little things. So that to me was major. Okay. Now, I've got a story to tell about this. In the 80s, I had, if you watch the movie, the classic movie, Desperately Seeking Susan, with Madonna wearing those boots, and then, then Rosanna Arquette wears them in the movie, and they kind of, like, they take turn, they switch and all that. I had those boots. I had those original boots. And I wore them. Not only did I wear them in the 80s, I wore them in the 90s for Halloween, and then early 2000s underneath certain outfits, and because they were very comfortable. And then sometimes I wear them with, part of different things, different outfits, Renaissance costumes, whatever, just because I felt like it was a little fancy, some fun little look. But they saw better days. The heels needed work, and they got like whatever that rot is. I don't know. This whole thing, and they just had seen better days. So I had to toss them. So plus I always need, who doesn't need an cute pair of flats? These have the look of those boots. And they have, see what I was saying about this cushion, this incredible cushion that all of their stuff has. And what is their brand? It's called Oh, this is the Rita Ora. Okay, so this is a Rita Ora collab with singer Rita Ora. So I was shocked when I saw this. I was like, oh my God, Rita Ora. But I thought this was so cute, and it's mesh, so it's like you kind of see your foot through it. It's just kind of like a hot kind of a look. It's just a cute little look, but your foot breathes, but at the same time, it's like you have the elegance of like wearing, wearing a little pump. And the fun little with the bling. So, love the bling. And these were, actually, these were 19, okay? And I tried them on UK, oh, these are American 8, UK 6, 39 euro. Okay, so this is how all the things, these have to be labeled with the 8 on the top, and then the UK, but everything else was labeled the opposite way. It was like UK 6, and there would be, and then the 39, and then the American would be all way over here. So it was always flipped, but this at least had it here. So I tried them on, they fit perfect. I said, I'm getting them. I need to want to replace, at least in memory, those lace-up boots from back in the day with the studs, and then this is sort of like that look, but brought back in a new way, Okay, so I did find a pair of stretch jeans in 16. We'll see if they fit. Sometimes the stretch jeans still don't fit me right. They don't give me enough stomach room, but sometimes they do. So, and these have like I just call them a straight leg, and I like the blue. I like the shade of blue and the cute pockets on the back. And it does have like the little coin pocket here. It does not have a full-on pocket, but these were only $10, okay? $10, same as what I paid for some of the other jeans I have. So I was like, okay, And then they had sweats. They had so many sweats, and of course it's back to school time almost. And I was like, I can always use another. And they're drawstring, nice drawstring. These were $6. Gorgeous, and with pockets inside, really nice thickness, really warm. These were XLs, cute sweatpants with the but purple. They had all these different colors, gray, I think they had red, black, and I was like, well, I've got a lot of other ones, but I don't have purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. And I was like, oh my God, $6 for purple sweatpants, can't go wrong. All right, the rest is beauty stuff. Okay, the rest is beauty stuff. Here's my receipt. We're gonna go through all the beauty stuff. This is they put everything in a big bag. All right, I got some face masks, sheet mask. This is 180 purifying tea tree sheet mask. Okay, I got Bond Repair hair mask. This looks like a dupe. This was $3. This was a dupe for what I would call Olaplex. It even looks like the Olaplex label. I got 2 of those. The Olaplex, if you don't know what Olaplex is, it's a treatment for the hair. So they do a bond repair, and so this looks like it's kind of like it's like a hair mask where you put on your hair and leave it for like 20 minutes, half hour. And you can also do a face mask at the same time. I've been doing that like once a week, kind of like very cooling for your face and detox, and as well as conditioning my hair. So I'm doing that. Okay, nourishing probiotic sheet mask, shea butter sheet mask only for $1. So I got one of those, and I like the shape of the round. Okay, smoothing. Just a smoothing face mask, and what is this? Polyglutamate acid niacinamide sheet mask. So I just thought that was nice smoothing. Okay, and then there's one that's firming, lotus white tea mulberry sheet mask. So sometimes it's nice to just mix up a sheet mask. Okay, the rest is all beauty. Okay, here. I got a foundation brush. I thought, but this also, they call it foundation brush, but I like the shape. I would use this more for bronzer. Only $2.50. Okay, usually I'm to the fan of buying like makeup brushes now, either through TikTok Shop or Amazon. Very affordable. You can spend $10 and get a massive set of brushes. But I saw these and I was just like, well, you know what? Oh, this one has the blender on the end, and the brush on the other end. So I like that idea, and I like the shape. But they also had sets you could buy for only like $7.50, $8.50, somewhere in that range. All right, they also have skincare and hair. Here's another hair. They had another hair thing. Protects hair against heat up to 230. Frizz Shield Mist. I always thought this would be a good thing to try with the this looks like a dupe for like Develop 10, the Develop 10 line, if you know about that. And I always like any frizz. If you know if you could see what my hair looks like before I style it and how big and frizzy it is and crazy, you would know that why I need that. All right, another thing I got is makeup brush cleaning spray. Okay, now I usually clean my brushes. I sit down with my brushes and really, really clean them all at once. I just recently did that. And I with like just standing at the sink and like really, really scrubbing. But sometimes you just want to do a quick spray, and so I want to try that. Okay, and they also had skincare. Okay, I got just to say, the Pro Shield Mist was $7. The makeup brush cleaning was $4. And and then the other thing I got was they had a Prep and Perfect. They had this in 2 different sizes, a pump, a bigger pump, and this one for $5.50. Vitamin E enriched moisturizing primer. So I want to try that. Prep and Protect. So I always like primers that are also dupe as moisturizers. Okay, then they also had facial moisturizer, $3.50, a nice big jar. And all these products are cruelty-free. I was, really interested. Vitamin E organic rose water. Okay. I'm excited about that. Okay, then we get into makeup. Makeup. So, let's see. We had highlighter. I'm going to do a video probably where I use all of these products in makeup. So there's the highlighter. Look at how gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, I just dropped something. Just dropped something. Oh, it's the other brush. Okay. All right. I got a lip liner. Now the Pearl Glow, the highlighter, was only $4.50. Lip liner was, how much was it? $2, okay, for a nice lip liner. Bronzer for $2. Oh, Pressed Color Foundation for $3.50. Lipstick. No, they did not have a whole lot of some shades they were missing. Okay, some shades they were missing. I had a really tough time with shades because sometimes I gotta say, oh, well, here's cashew, and I liked they had a color shade cashew, which is what I got here, but they didn't have cashew in, say, the concealer, or they had stick foundations. They had a few other things. So I just had to guess, and then lipsticks, I only saw 2 shades of lipstick, but they did have testers. So they had tested for a lot of things. So this one I got only $2.50 lipstick, and I like that one over the other one. They had one of these cream blushes, which is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. This one was $6. This is a stick. It's either stick concealer, color concealer stick, but also could be used as a foundation stick. I wanted to try that. And here is a Perfect Finish liquid, perfect color, medium to full coverage, natural finish. Now they did have a matte, but I didn't like the way the matte felt. And this looked more like kind of, this is only $4. Oh, so just to say, this was, oh, I did say that was 6, that was 2. This was 2. Okay, so, yeah, I kind of was like, after I grabbed this, I did see the mattes, and the mattes were in a little more of a jar, and I was debating, should I buy this, should I buy the matte, because I usually buy matte foundation, but I thought, well, this is a way to switch it up. Let's try something different. And then I got 2 lip glosses that were $2.50 each, okay? So, if you consider the belts, the makeup, the skincare, the brushes, the clothes, the whole thing, the jeans, the slides for my husband, all of the belts, the pair of shoes, all of the makeup items, all that came to $146.17. It's a lot. Skincare, all those things. Sometimes you might buy skincare for the 146, just on a moisturizer, a makeup spray, hair defrizzant, and a few masks. Sometimes that might be that much. Sometimes it could just be that makeup alone would cost that much. Sometimes the clothes alone. But to get all of this for $146.17, if you look at the prices, you've got 6, 6, 10, 10, 4, 4, 6, 9, $1, 4, 3, 4, 3, 1, 1, 1, 5, 3, 4, 4, 6, 6, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 3. Unbelievable. It's like almost like going to Dollar Tree, okay? It's unbelievable. I could not believe all that I bought at Primark for this amount. I was really shocked of how much I was able to get. So I will do like a demo to kind of compare some of the skincare with some of the things I'm already using and some of the things that I have on my website, and as well as I plan on doing. They did not have any. They did have a lot of eyelashes, and they did have. I saw a few brow pencils, but I did not see a big selection. I didn't see anything in the way of eyeshadows, and I didn't see anything in the way of mascaras, nor did I see anything in eyeliner. But that kind of goes along with right now with the trend is this clean beauty where everybody's into just doing skincare, foundation, and very little eye makeup except for lashes, okay? Lips, cheeks, face, but very little eye makeup except for lashes. I myself, I feel like I'm too naked without my eyeshadow. I feel like I'm too... I feel like I look too plain with that clean beauty look. This has been my look for years. This is how I present myself. Sometimes I might be a little less, sometimes more, different colors, whatever, but this is how I like myself to look. This is how my photos come out the way I like to look. I don't feel like it ages me in any way. If anything, people tell me I look younger, but I do know that with the very young trend beauty look, that is a lot less eye makeup. So whatever, you know, you can go away with that when you're very young and you have great skin or whatever. For me, I got into playing up my eyes because my skin was not great and I was covering up a lot of my facial issues with makeup. So, and a lot of the people who I idolized back in the day and people who I still like now do a lot of eye makeup. So that's my look, and I'm not going to change it too much. Some things I have changed because I have changed certain ways I do the rest of my face, and I have changed how I do the eyes, but basically this is my look, you know. It's not going anywhere. So anyway, let me know what you were most interested to see. Like I said, they have a nice men's section. I was really surprised. It seems to me they now have two in Maryland. Like I said, one is in I'd say the northern section of Maryland. I think it's in one of the malls over by Baltimore or beyond Baltimore, and it's smaller. I see better quality than even the prices are like Forever 21, if not less. But better, more realistic in terms of sizing, more realistic in terms of, like I said, a broader age range, and even less prices than a Forever 21 or a Shein or or maybe it's competing with Shein or what do you call Fashion Nova. But I was really like I said, I'm impressed. I couldn't believe it. And so anyway, I would compare this makeup to a She Glam, and we'll see quality wise if it compares to She Glam, or if it's like some of these other, or if it's, you know, from what I felt, it felt pretty nice. It felt like, especially like this highlighter, I was able to test this highlighter out, and look at how pretty. So I'm really excited for that. And some of these, you know, especially the lip products, some of these things that I did play with. and the quality, I would say, is better than Dollar Tree, but it was like in a line with a kind of Dollar Tree kind of price range. So, or family, or what is it? Family Dollar, or what's the other? Big Lots, or what's the other one? Five Below, because Five Below, a lot of people go to Five Below and find makeup like this, and it's not as good a quality. So anyway, that is my Primark haul. I mean, it's a huge, especially even just the belts alone. Have the belts alone is pretty incredible. And I will be doing some videos with all of these things, putting the belts with different outfits. I'm gonna try things on to see how the pants fit and all these things, and I'm gonna try on if they look good. Believe me, I'll do a video about them and talk about them. If they don't, I'm never gonna make a video where something doesn't, with the exception of those bodysuits. I still had them on covering my body. I'm not gonna walk around. Be on here with my pants on going, I can't pull these pants up for this try on. But if I do a try on haul and they fit and they look good, believe me, I'll be making a video of that. So anyway, thanks so much for following. Thanks for your support always. Let me know how you like this video, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.